Okay, so now it's starting to record. So welcome again, everybody. I'm going to ask each of you if you want to say a little bit of about you, how you've been feeling lately, and if you have a certain topic that you want to breathe with. I know that Nicole already wrote me,
Yes,
and she asked me to talk about some aspects. So if you would like, Nicole, to just say it again so that everybody can also hear it.
yes, I will do that. In the last 2 weeks, two aspects of mine showed up. It was the accelerator aspect, an aspect who wants to do me all things very fast, and I cannot focus on something. That's the one thing. And the other aspect is the servant thing. I have to serve everybody, and I'm feeling small and make myself small. And I thought it was because my independence business comes in the thing to roll, and I had a feeling that the aspects were more pushing me and asking for the attention. Um, I I look at them for about 2 years, and it was all good, but the 2 weeks were horrible. Yeah, that's the thing.
Okay, lovely, great. Thank you for sharing. So, yeah, you said that yeah, this aspect started to come around just because you are also more involved with your business, right?
Mm-hmm. Right.
Yeah, so of course, if we just remember what aspects are and what was their purpose, it is
Mm-hmm.
only normal that these two aspects came around to serve you.
Mm-hmm.
Um, with your business because you're going forth with it and you want to open up yourself more with your services.
Mm-hmm.
So in the past when you did this, it all went very nice and smoothly until there was some trauma.
Mm-hmm.
And so these aspects appeared. The accelerator, the one that is trying to do things very fast,
Mm-hmm.
this is the way he's trying to serve you
Mm-hmm.
because of a past experience. And the other one that is trying to make you feel small, it's actually because it was a past experience where you were shining and you were beautiful and amazing and sharing your truth,
Mm-hmm.
but of course you were put down. I think all of us have this aspect. It's part of this game on earth.
Yeah.
So actually, this aspect is not really trying to put you down, but to serve you and to protect you,
Mm-hmm.
not to get in that situation again.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's very beautiful that you observed it, and actually you said that a friend of yours, right, observed it even
Yes.
better on you.
Yes. Yes. I I was feeling very uncomfortable the last 2 weeks and was like, what is this? And yes, he told me that, hey, Nicole, take care. The aspects are coming back, the accelerator and the servant. And I was like, oh no, I've observed the two for 2 years, and I see it in my life that is going better. I can focus on things that I want to learn more. But the 2 weeks were horrible. The
Yeah,
trust was
so
there because we worked at the trust the last time, and
yeah.
the trust was very good. I had a dream, the dream about trust, and
Mm.
after the breathing, it was very good, but the aspects were there.
Yeah, well, actually, the aspects actually came exactly because of that
Yeah.
session, because you opened yourself more to trust.
Mhm.
And whenever you make a choice, to experience trust or abundance or
Mhm.
health or flow, what comes up first is exactly what is stopping you from trusting yourself in your situation.
Mm.
So these two aspects, that their trauma was exactly this, they're based on the lack of trust, and
Yeah.
they're afraid to trust. You chose to trust yourself, and in order for you to be able to experience this trust in your life, you have to look at your darkness, you have to look at the blockages that you have.
Mhm.
And actually, when you chose to trust yourself, you actually made the invitation, for whatever that was in your life when you did not trust yourself to come
Mm.
up,
Mhm.
you know? So it
Mhm.
is very beautiful that this actually came up, and this is exactly how it was supposed to be.
Yeah.
So you are doing excellent and great. And yeah, don't forget to acknowledge yourself for that and congratulate yourself. That's
Mhm.
how I like to see whenever an aspect comes in my life. I like to see it, in this way, that it means that I am shining so bright and
Mhm.
that I am ready for the next step.
Mm.
Yeah, and it
Oh.
must it must mean that I'm doing something really good if those aspects came, because aspects come to integrate when you are feeling at safe, when you are feeling home and in your safe space,
Mhm.
and when you are actually feeling yourself, in the joy of life. So as you said, after the session, that you were really, happy and everything was very nice, and you even had a dream. It
Mhm.
was only normal for such things to come up for you.
Mhm.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
it's beautiful with aspects. I love aspects and aspectology. It's
Mhm.
one of my passions, to work with integrating aspects,
Mhm.
because you're actually not working at it. You're not working to integrate it. You are just uh, all you have to do is to be in the safe space and breathe and
Mhm.
just acknowledge that story and understand where it came from, and to see it as a very beautiful expression of yourself and as a very beautiful flavor in this life.
Mhm.
And the moment that you truly accept it, and when you are at peace with that story, in that moment you actually give it the permission to transform itself.
Mhm.
And in that moment it simply dissolves, or it integrates, or maybe just a part of it integrates, and that's about it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I know it's very important to realize yourself, whether you are operating from an aspect or from a facet, because actually everything that you do in your life, it's either an aspect or a facet, because this is
Yeah.
the way that the I am is simply exploring this physical reality. The passion of the I am, of your consciousness, created the physical reality and created the physical body, which is also an aspect, just so that your consciousness could experience herself in a limited form, in a condensed form, in the form of a body. And then the other aspects, the identity,
Mhm. Mhm.
and so forth. You have to go to the toilet, as like you remember the last time I told you, there
Yeah.
is a biology aspect that goes at the toilet and uses the toilet, and you want to
Yeah.
brush your teeth, there is the aspect that cleans you, and you want
Yeah.
to take a shower, there is the aspect that simply washes your body. And if you want, you can simply just observe the pattern that this aspect has, first the left hand and then the right hand and then your chest, or whatever
Yeah.
that is. And as well with everything that you do in your life, when you have to talk to somebody, it can be a facet, and you can talk freely with somebody, or maybe if you are very afraid to speak in public or to speak with other people, then it's going to be an aspect that is going to stutter or forget the words to say, or simply just freeze.
Mhm.
And what I also like to do, because you said that your friend observed the aspects first, it's
Yes.
really nice to, take time every day and with every thought that you have, if you remember, and ask yourself, who is feeling this way?
Mhm.
So if I'm thinking that I'm hungry, I first ask myself, who is feeling hungry? Am I really hungry? Or maybe it's an aspect that is trying to hide and is simply giving me the illusion of being hungry so that I distract myself,
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
now I will call out to Simone, which said in our 2 days ago call. Simone, are you still here?
Yes, indeed, I am.
Yes. So, when you said 2 days ago, when we were on the call, and you said that um, when you had to stop and invite your essence, you felt that you are not in the mood to do it, and you do it another time, and maybe you want to watch a movie.
Yeah,
The same thing applies here. Like, who is not in the mood to take time and simply stop and invite the essence? Is it an aspect or is it a facet?
yeah. In my case, actually, I tried this yesterday. So instead of watching the movies, I really felt into my body and started breathing through it, and it really paid off. Today, I had a lot of energy, and I could really feel I was more in my body. So I did watch some series. I watched some 2 episodes of Suits. But first, for all of the day and all of the night, I went just into breathing into my body, and I felt that afterwards. I felt that by doing so, you really release tension from your system, from your cells, and
Mhm.
liberating yourself by just going through it, feeling it. So that's awesome.
Yes, exactly. And it doesn't mean that you have to stay all day and not watch TV or not talk to people or just isolate yourself unless that is really what you want to do. But it's the little things, the little moments every day, when you just stop and just for a little while you invite yourself, and then even more beautiful things happen to you, and then you can go back to watch the movie, but it's not going to be just a human watching the movie. It's also going to be more of you, more of your I am, more of your
Yes,
presence
I could
watching the
really,
movie as well.
I really enjoyed watching it more than usual.
Yeah, great, lovely. I'm happy to hear this from your side.
Yeah.
So if I caught you now, is there anything that you want to especially breathe with today?
Well, this is what I wanted to share. So that's nice synchronistic. What I would like to breathe with is, as always, more into the darkness, into that which want to be seen and we want to avoid.
Mm-hmm. Okay, lovely, great. We
But
will do.
whatever comes up for the others is fine also.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I'm just picking up the pulse of everybody,
Mhm.
and then we'll just dive right into it. So, who am I going to talk to next? How about Laura?
Well, I've been feeling so many things the last 2 weeks that, oh my God, I have to pick one. No, but I think this thing with trust really brings up doubt because it's like the opposite.
Yeah.
So when we really choose trust, I really chose trust and to know that everything is in sync, that everything is flowing. And
Mm-hmm.
then it comes like something, some aspect that says it is not. But at the same time, I can see it is. So it's like the two things at the same time, and it's a little bit confusing sometimes.
Mm-hmm. That is very beautiful and very nice for you to be able, to discern between these two states of being.
Yeah, and I was
Yeah.
right, and I realized that this thing that says it is not flowing is just past experiences. So
Yes.
it's just saying like, no, in the past it didn't work. You are just deceiving yourself, like you're trusting and then it won't happen. Like you're dreaming and it won't happen because
Mhm.
of past experiences. But I know that I'm different now. But sometimes it just keeps telling me like this limited perception of what happened.
Yep. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what happens whenever, whenever we take this time to just breathe, and whenever each of us, take the time to just invite yourself into your life, more of you. It's just actually putting a lot of light into all of the corners of your house. And then each and every part of your darkness come out in form of doubt, in form of belittling you, in form of pain, in form of lack of abundance, or whatever the situation is.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the difference between us, and regular people is that we know that this is what we are here for, actually, right? To integrate all this, actually, to allow all of this to be integrated.
Hmm.
Yeah, beautiful. And anything else you want to breathe with today in particular?
No, it's just this thing about the past, I think, like liberating the past, or yeah, something like that.
Okay, great, lovely. Thank you, Laura. Thank you.
Thank you.
And Marilyn, are you here? Are you still
Yes,
here?
ma'am. I am here.
Lovely. And can you tell me a little bit?
Well, I
How
have
are you?
been having some physical challenges, and this um, subject of challenges is really big for me right now. And I have decided that I don't need any more challenges. I've had enough challenges. Thank you. And I'm
Yes,
ready to go for some peace and some tranquility.
yes, I'm feeling you.
And
I
my
know how
father
this feels.
is ill, and he's 95, and he is been told by his doctors that he has prostate cancer and he is dying. And he does have a caregiver. He does have a wife, and she has not taken to me. She does not particularly feel fond of me, and so I'm not being told his status. I'm not being told any details, and so I'm kind of out of the loop. And
Mm-hmm.
I'm coming to accept that as best as I can. And
Mm-hmm.
I realized that I chose him as my birth father for these challenges so that I could experience these challenges. And
Mm-hmm.
now here I am
Yes,
experiencing
beautiful.
these challenges.
Yeah. Yeah, this thing with the family, there are so many things that we take from the family. I also spent 1 week in my parents' house before I came here to Greece, and it was interesting for me to observe all the patterns that I was carrying from them, from the
Yeah,
family,
yes.
and even my
It's striking.
boyfriend. Hmm?
It's striking how I feel like I'm carrying water for my family.
Yeah, yeah, and you are actually, you are. Um, Indeed, as Adamus also said, that the ancestral freedom is really important, to let go of the family.
Right.
And yeah, it was very interesting for me to observe, and also for my boyfriend, which was also, he was staying with me, of course. And for him, it was more easy, to see from the outside which patterns and which belief systems and which limitations I have from each parent. And it was, just interesting to observe that, and very, very frustrating for me to realize that. I got very mad at first
Yes.
because, I've been letting go of the family gradually. well, not really gradually. There was some big shift points, but I see that I'm still letting go of it. And I know it can be extremely frustrating because it takes so much time, especially when you are in this physical reality, to observe how they're being released from your DNA. And especially um, with your pain in your body, yeah, it must be also from the family. Some parts that are also liberating themselves.
Well, I had a poem I wanted to share, but I can do it later or another time if we are short of time. It's only it's a poem by Hafiz, the Persian poet Hafiz.
Hafiz, okay.
Yes,
I don't know about Hafiz.
you don't know about Hafiz?
No, if
Well,
you want, you can share it now.
it's from a book titled "I Heard God Laughing: Renderings of Hafiz," and the poet's name is Hafiz, and he's from Persia. A long time ago. But it's a poem called "How Does It Feel to Be a Heart?" Can you hear?
Yes, I can hear. You can go ahead and read it.
All right. It's once a young woman asked me, "How does it feel to be a man?" And I replied, "My dear, I am not a man." Then she said, "Well, aren't you a man?" And this time I replied, "I view gender as a beautiful animal that people often take for a walk on a leash and might enter into some odd contest to try to win strange prizes." My dear, a better question for Hafiz would have been, how does it feel to be a heart? For all I know is love. And I find my heart infinite and everywhere.
Wow, that is very, very, very beautiful, Marilyn. Thank you for sharing it. Poems are such a beautiful way to share the wisdom of life. Yeah, it was really beautiful.
How
Thank
does
you.
it
Thank you
feel
for
to be a
sharing
heart?
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's very nice, this poem, and we're also going really into the heart in this session,
Very good.
I feel. Yeah, lovely. So thank you, Marilyn,
You're welcome.
for sharing. Do you want anything in particular for this session?
I would like to release some body pain that feels like a block. Any blockages.
Mm-hmm. Okay, great. Thank you. We'll do that. And now we're going to the last but not least, Alba. Hola, Alba. ¿Estás aquí? Are you here, Alba?
Hi. Yes, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Lovely. Yes, I can hear you.
Uh, well, I'm going through a lot of changes too. Um, I also want to start my business, and it's my passion. And I feel like I'm kind of finally owning who I am and what I want to do here in this lifetime. And it's a huge.
Alba, I think it's excuse me, but it's very, the audio is very noisy, and I can't really understand what you are saying.
And now?
You can keep talking. I think it's a little bit better.
Okay. I am making a huge step in my life, a huge change. Can you hear me?
Yes, it's still bad, but I'm trying to.
I see that the microphone of Marilyn is open still. Maybe she is also making noise.
Oh yeah, Oh yeah, Marilyn, can you please turn off the audio on your side?
Okay. Sorry about that.
No problem. Lovely.
Uh,
How about now, Alba?
Okay, can you hear me? It's
Yes, it's better
better.
now.
Um, I am making a huge step in my life, and it's a huge change. Um, and it's about. I feel like it's about. To me, it feels like I'm owning who I am and my passion to be here. And it's well, it changes everything and every area in my life as a human, and it's well, I I feel like also I am beginning to feel like owning that it's all mine, like everything that happens in my life, it's all my energy, and sometimes I feel I still feel like suddenly like something from the outside is wants to hurt me, and but I know that it's not real, or I'm starting to understand that it's not real and that it's me, and mm, and to I start to feel like my choice in this lifetime is to like I I need to be okay with everything that I am.
Yes, to accept everything.
Well, yes.
Yes.
Uh, to not fight myself. And
Great.
yes.
Lovely. I feel it and I feel you. And thank you for sharing. And we will also go into that.
Okay.
And hmm? Did you want to say anything else, Alba?
It's okay.
Okay. Okay. So now that I have everybody's situation, Alba, you can also turn off your microphone right now.
Yes.
And now is the time to start the breathing. I hope everybody is hearing me well. And thank you all for sharing everything. And we will get into all of them as much as we can. And maybe with the words, you will feel that I didn't really touch your specific problem, but you know, this session is way, way beyond the words. And this session is simply a beautiful potential that we all choose to share together. And I just want you to know that, you know, the solution to your situation right now, to your problem, and the answer to it and the wisdom of it all is actually right here, right now. And through this session together, by creating this beautiful safe space, and with me talking and with you breathing, all this wisdom, which is simply your wisdom, is just going to flow into you, is going to flow into your body. And you are going to, I just ask you to trust that it is going to be released, whatever needs to be released, and that you are going to receive whatever gift is here for you to receive. So with this said, let's really start. this beautiful session, and I invite you first and foremost to really make yourself comfortable. Maybe you took off your clothes or not. Maybe you want to take some of your clothes off right now, or lay in the bed or somewhere else, and just make yourself really comfortable. If you need maybe a blanket or a pillow or something, or I just want to drink a little bit of water before, I will drink some right now. And with that, I invite you, dear ones, to start with taking a really nice, deep and gentle breath through your nose or your mouth, and simply allow yourself to relax into this right now moment, and allow yourself to come back to your center. A deep breath all the way to your belly. Simply feel how this breath is filling up your body, and give yourself permission to relax with each exhale, and give yourself the permission to sink into your right now moment. Breathe all the way to your belly. And you can even do a little bit of stretching with your head if you want. Maybe with your shoulders. Just to help you bring yourself here, right now and right here, into your body, into your breath. So breathe and simply allow yourself to fall into you like a leaf in the autumn would be falling from the tree, gently and slowly, maybe dancing with the wind. And that is just you right now. If you so choose, you can give yourself the permission to feel yourself as light and without any problems, without any issues, just like a leaf falling from the tree. Breathe deeply all the way to your belly, and also fill up your chest. And with the next breath, I invite you to choose your safe space. It is simply a choice that you make it from your heart, actually. And you can also use your words, but it is simply just you giving yourself the permission to open up and relax. I choose my safe space, and breathe in your safe space right now. The magic of this right now moment, feel how the safe space is simply becoming into your reality as you breathe right now. So keep breathing deeply and gently all the way to your belly, and fill up your heart. because you are just breathing and relaxing in your own safe space. Breathe and simply give yourself this permission to be really relaxed, to be really open. Breathe, and with the next breath, simply state that you are the safe space. I am the safe space. And breathe in your safe space. Breathe and simply feel how, with this statement that you made in your heart, first and foremost, you are now simply relaxing your body even more. Feel how your heartbeat is a little bit more low. You are becoming more chilled, more relaxed. You are now flowing with the inhale and expanding with the exhale. Breathe and allow yourself to simply shift from this state of physical, of condensed, shift from this state to the one of no limits and no boundaries. Breathe and allow yourself to dissolve into this right now moment. Breathe and allow this body of yours to simply dissolve into this ocean of safe space. Breathe in the air. Allow it to flow through your neck, through your chest, and all the way to your belly. Allow this air to fill you up. Allow this air to fill up this body, this limited body. And with the exhale, simply expand even more, just beyond this physical body that you have. Breathe and flow with your inhale. Breathe and simply dissolve into the safe space. Breathe, for you are now a wave in the ocean of you. One breath at a time. Relax. One wave at a time. Dissolve even more into the ocean of you. Breathe into the safe space. Breathe and flow in this state of no definition. And I invite you to breathe deeply, not shallow. Breathe deeply and at the same time very gently. You don't have to force your breath. You don't have to apply any power to it. One way to breathe deeply is to simply exhale it all. And the inhale happens naturally, and you just keep flowing with your inhale, dissolving into your safe space, opening up even more. Breathe and allow yourself to relax and to exist in this ocean of you. Breathe, and with the next breath, I invite you to invite your am closer. Dear essence of mine, I invite you into this body. I invite you into this mind and into this right now moment. And breathe in your essence, your I am. Breathe it all in and feel how it is actually simply flowing into you, your essence right now, your divinity. You made the invitation for your divinity to come. You are already open up. You are already without limits, without definition. You are already in your safe space. You are already vulnerable with each breath. And in this beautiful open space, you are now receiving your divinity, receiving your I am, receiving your soul. So breathe deeply, dear ones. Breathe gently and deeply and flow with your inhale and expand with your exhale. Allow your divinity to flow into you. Allow your divinity to be into this body. Allow it to flow into your mind. Breathe and allow your divinity, your I am, to be in your thoughts. Breathe and allow your divinity to flow into your memories. You don't have to think about anything. All you are doing right now is allowing. You are simply giving yourself the permission to open up. So breathe, dear ones, and allow your divinity to flow into you. Allow your I am to flow into your memories. Breathe and relax. For the more you relax, the more your divinity simply comes into you and into your past and into your past experiences and into your past lives. So breathe, dear ones. Breathe and allow. You have already made the invitation. Now all you have to do is relax and receive. Receive the I am. The I am, which is simply forgiveness. It's a combination between the forgiveness, the love, the acceptance, the compassion, the joy, and it is now flowing into your past lives, into your past experiences. Right now, your divinity and your forgiveness is flowing and embracing the lifetimes of suffering, is embracing the lifetimes of failure, is embracing the lifetimes of doubt. So just keep breathing where you are in your safe space. Breathe and allow. Breathe and just allow the light of your consciousness to flow right now into the past experiences and also into the future experiences. Breathe and just allow this beautiful light made up of compassion, acceptance, love. You don't have to direct it anywhere. You don't have to tell it where to go, to which experience, to which memory, because you know there are very many memories, very many situations and experiences that happened. Just the more you allow it to flow, the more it will go to the original experience where you first felt the doubt. Is now flowing even more into the first experiences where you felt fear, where you experienced failure. And you don't have to do anything. You just breathe in your safe space. Your I am is simply flowing with the love and the acceptance, with the lack of judgment. Your I am is embracing right now every experience that caused you to feel limitation, every experience that caused you to contract and stop trusting life and stop trusting the outside and stop trusting yourself. So just breathe deeply all the way to your belly. Breathe and just allow for the light of your consciousness. Allow your forgiveness. Allow the love and the ultimate acceptance to embrace these experiences. Breathe and simply allow the perspective of the I Am to shine upon these past and future experiences. Breathe and simply allow for these blockages, because you know, whenever you had an experience which had a trauma, in that moment there is simply a stuck energy point, and these stuck energy points are carried from one lifetime to the other, to the other, to the other, and they are becoming so clustered after so many experiences and so many lifetimes that they become stuck into your body. And whenever you die, it is the intelligence of your body that actually keeps those blockages, those energetical blockages, into the future body. So the future body, in your future reincarnation, then you will still carry those blockages alongside with the beautiful baggage from the ancestral family. Such a joy. Breathing and flowing. Keep breathing and receiving yourself. Receive yourself into your body, into your mind and beyond. And you know, actually these blockages happen because usually you think you've done something wrong, because there's a trauma, somebody maybe laughed at you, there was a big failure, you felt guilt and shame and remorse. And that in itself is a very big, very condensed blockage point, and it's actually just your perspective, you see. Because what is guilt and shame if not something that you choose to believe, to be true, to be so? When you are a young child, you don't know what is that. You don't know what shame is. You don't know what guilt is. It is just inflicted from the outside and from the family. And then you start to feel the shame and the guilt and the remorse. And that's when the blockages happen. And when somebody projects that onto you multiple times, then you start to believe it. And when you start to believe it, you start to act it out. And when you start to act it out, then it becomes even more ingrained into your reality. And then it becomes very condensed and it remains into your body. And then it turns into a belief system, and then it never leaves. And then it continues to simply create your life with each lifetime that you have. So can you imagine how many belief systems and how much guilt and shame and remorse and fear you have gathered until right now, and how many incarnations you had, how many families and friends that you've had. Just keep breathing, because right now your I am, the perspective of your I am, is now flowing into you. Right now it's shining a different light into those situations from the past and from the future when you felt the guilt and the shame and the remorse. So that lifetime right now, as it feels the guilt and the shame, in this moment there is also the light of your consciousness at the same time offering another perspective, and this offers the healing actually of that situation. So just keep breathing, keep breathing in your safe space. Breathe and just allow the perspective of your I am to be present in your past and in your future, in whatever experience it may be needed to be. Just breathe and receive right now the forgiveness of the I am. Allow that past or future lifetime that is feeling shameful and guilty, allow it to feel and to receive right now the forgiveness of the I am. Breathe and allow for this light to flow. Just keep breathing deeply. That's all that you have to do. Breathe and allow for this trauma points to be acknowledged. Breathe and allow for the trauma points to simply start dissolving from your body, from your mind. Just keep breathing deeply and gently. The light of your consciousness, the forgiveness of your I am is flowing right now into you. The love of your I am is flowing into you. The compassion of the I am right now is flowing into you, into past and future. So just keep breathing. And you can feel some things are happening. You can feel it in your body, or you can just feel it in your knowingness. So breathe and flow, dear ones. Breathe and just allow for your divinity to come and to flow into you. Breathe and simply allow for the wisdom of each and every experience to come out now. Because each and every experience that you ever had, it contains wisdom into it. And right now, as you are allowing the perspective of love and compassion and forgiveness to be present at the same time, with the guilt and the shame and the remorse, with the doubt. Right now, that experience is being wisdomized. It's like you are cooking something and you're letting it simmer. You're slow cooking something and you feel, you can smell the aroma of the food. Well, right now, all your experiences are being wisdomized in the pot of consciousness, in the pot of your I am, in the pot of love and compassion, your love and your compassion, your forgiveness right now. So just keep breathing. Keep breathing and allow for these experiences to be wisdomized. And breathe in this wisdom. Inhale this fragrance of wisdom that comes out of this delicious meal. Breathe it all in. Breathe and allow. Breathe and relax. As this is happening and you don't have to do anything, breathe and simply relax into your realization. Because realization, one definition of it is the integration of all aspects. So just keep breathing and allow for whatever needs to be released, to be released. And breathe and allow for whatever wants to integrate, to integrate. Don't try to force anything. You cannot integrate yourself anything. You can just be in your center. You can just be in your safe space, open, very open and very vulnerable. All you have to do is be in your I am. I exist. And then it's all happening by itself. So just breathe into your center. Breathe into your heart, and if you want, you can even put one hand on your heart, on your chest, and maybe the other one on your belly. And just breathe, breathe and relax. Breathe and open up with each breath. Breathe in the I am all that I am. I am all that I am. Just breathe and allow. Breathe into your right now moment. Breathe. And did you really hear what I said? I am all that I am, which means I am also my darkness, not just my light. I am also fear. I am also shame. I am also guilt. They're just different fragrances available for you to experience. I am brave. I am sad. I am depressed. I am joyful. I am abundant. I'm scared. I'm stupid. I'm smart. The integration, the realization is realizing you are all that you are. But the difference is that you now have the wisdom to choose what you actually want to experience. There is no wrong choice ever. It's just that you come to a point when you mature and you realize and you know if you take a decision to do something, you know where it's going to take you, that experience. So you have the wisdom of what happens if you choose path A. And you also have the wisdom and the experience of what happens if you choose the path B. But there is no wrong choice or there is no wrong experience. There's just a different way that you can experience the I am. Because you are just experiencing for the sake of answering the question that put the whole creation in motion. Who am I? Was the question that you as consciousness asked yourself and forth to find out. And you've had many, 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 many experiences which can be translated in different flavors. Just to extract the wisdom out of them, which we just did in this beautiful session, and it's still happening, so keep breathing. just so that you actually feel into your heart that there is no wrong choice, that there is no wrong experience. It is just an experience as an answer to the first question, who am I? And you are now at the end of this experience about humanity. So you can wrap it all up because you have so much wisdom from so many experiences. And in this lifetime, this last lifetime, if you so choose, you can actually make the choice of how you want to live your life. You've already been through each and every experience of success, of failure. You already have an aspect or a facet that knows how to deal each and every situation. So now you get to choose what you want to experience. Now you get to say, I choose abundance, I choose joy, or you can choose lack. You know, whatever you feel like playing with. So breathe, dear ones, breathe and allow yourself to relax. Breathe and allow yourself to flow within you. Flow with the I am, all that I am. And now what do you want to be? Breathe and flow. Breathe and flow with the inhale and with the exhale. And if you want right now, you can make one or two or five or how many choices you want from your heart. In broad strokes, you know, you can choose to experience abundance. You can choose to experience health in your body and in your mind. You can choose to step into trust. You can choose joy. Whatever you want. So keep breathing. And each of you choose for yourself from your heart. Don't get into your mind. Just make a choice and then let it go. Make your choices and then just keep breathing. Else, you don't have to think about it anymore. You just make it and allow it to come to you. Whatever choice that you made, you should feel it right now has the energy. If you chose abundance, it has a nice flavor, a nice feeling to it. Allow yourself to discover how it feels. If you chose health in your body, it has a different flavor to it and a different feeling to it. Allow yourself to feel it, to discover it right now. If you chose joy in your life, it should simply come around you because it's just the energy serving you, and you should be feeling it. Or you can be feeling everything that stops you from experiencing your choice. Just like we talked with Nicole at the beginning of the session, like she chose trust in the last session, and then these two beautiful aspects came into her life because she made the choice. And in order for her to step further into trust, she had to acknowledge these aspects, see them for what they were, be in the safe space, and then just keep enjoying life. So breathe, dear ones, and remember that whatever may come to you in the days that come, you are not alone. Whatever may come to you in the days ahead, it's just your energy helping and serving you. Whatever darkness comes in the next days, it is your darkness, and it is your responsibility to stop the moment it comes, to create the safe space, and to allow it to dissolve, to wisdomize, to integrate. So breathe into your safe space right now. Breathe and flow with your breath. Breathe and allow for this session to integrate even more into you. Breathe and flow, for you are right now in your safe space. And your safe space is here whenever you choose it. Your safe space is one breath away and one choice away. And it is extremely important that you really take the time each day to create a safe space and just breathe without any agenda, without trying to do anything, but just breathe, because there are so many things happening and you're not always aware of them. But if you do take the time to breathe in your safe space every day, then this process will go very smoothly. So breathe right now in your energy, Breathe and keep flowing with your breath. It is such a sweet time right now. Breathe and enjoy this right now moment. Enjoy this state of being that you offered yourself. Breathe and just allow for your divinity to flow into you. Allow the I am to flow into your body. Allow it to flow into your mind. Flow with your inhale and expand with your exhale. Breathe and relax yourself. Breathe and simply bring all of this experience that we had, which was simply one potential. You know, this night you could have done so many other things. So many different potentials were around you, but you chose this one. So simply breathe in all of this experience and bring it into your heart. Breathe it all in and just let it sink a little bit. Let it integrate into the physical. Let it integrate into your mind, into the body. Just breathe and just flow with your breath, gentle and loving. Ah, keep flowing with your inhale. Keep receiving yourself. Breathe and just allow it to integrate into you. And you know, just gently start to move your head and wiggle your toes. You don't have to rush. Just keep breathing gently. Ah, and just come back into the body and acknowledge that you are now feeling different from when we started the session. Breathe and just acknowledge your state of being right now. Breathe and thank yourself for offering yourself this beautiful time to breathe and integrate. This is a way of self-love, right? And each conscious breath is a way that you can simply love yourself. So breathe it all in, dear ones. Breathe, and when you are ready, you can open up your eyes and have some water. Breathe and just come back here. Hmm. Ah. Breathe. And if anybody wants to share anything, you are welcome to do so. And if not, and you want to take your time and keep breathing because you know it's going to keep integrating this session in the hours to come and in the days to come. So I really recommend that you do take the time to also breathe by yourself tonight or tomorrow and just allow this to integrate because it's just your wisdom and your love and your forgiving and your compassion simply flowing into you. And remember to drink lots of water because it's going to help to flush the blockages that you released right now in the energetical form. They will also have to be released in the physical form. So it is an elegant way to do it with the water and with some light exercises, some stretching, some walks in the park, some singing, some dancing, you know, whatever you feel inspired to do. So if nobody wants to share anything,
I can't write now, so I will say goodbye and wave.
great, lovely. Goodbye, Nicole, and have a lovely
Goodbye.
evening.
Yes, I breathe for me 5 or 10
Yes,
minutes.
yes, perfect, great,
Bye.
lovely. Bye bye. So, dear ones, I will leave you to it to breathe by yourself. And if you want to write me anytime, I am here. If you want to share anything later on or the days that come, I am here. And thank you very much for joining me. And I wish you a lovely, lovely, lovely time with yourself and evening. Kalinichta, which means good night in Greek. Bye bye.
Kalinicha.